fought so hard through it, but it was well deserved by South Carolina. We didn't play 60 minutes, so it was a good lesson for us.
Looks like you had a really good game plan. I know they were throwing a lot underneath. You ended up with 9 catches. Just talk about the offensive system that y'all ran.
Well, we had a good game plan going into it. We kind of knew what South Carolina was going to do, and we went out and executed a lot, especially on third down.
Marquez, you mentioned third down. I think you had 6 third down conversions just yourself. I mean, what went into that success on third down?
Well, like I said, we had a great game plan going in. We kind of knew how they was going to play third down, so we kind of like built off that, and we executed the plays. Everything opened up for us.
How were you seeing that they were going to play third down? What did you think they were going to do on third down based off of what you saw on film?
Well, we went to we knew they were going to play a lot of man and 3 deep, and especially on third down, they were going to bring some pressure, so we had to get the ball out of his hands quick.
Does your mindset change on that down? Kind of get more gritty almost, like you know where you got to get and you got one play to do it?
Oh, we have to stay on the field. That's what we try to do, sustain drives and be consistent, especially on third down, so we can keep drives going and let our defense rest.
You have a little margin for error now if you want to get to a bowl game. How critical is that for this program to get bowl eligible this year?
Well, we play every year to try to make it to a bowl. Well, first we try to make it to the SEC championship. So the next best thing is try to make it to a bowl. But right now we got to focus on this game coming up this week.
Why do you think y'all? 3 straight games at home. It seems y'all been playing better on the road than at home this last month or so. Why do you think that's the issue, and what do you need to do to start playing better at home, do you think?
Well, playing at home is going to play big, especially as the next 3 games will be at home. We'll have our home crowd with us, but playing on the road in the SEC is hard to do, and I think when it gets to that aspect, we have a more mental edge because we knowing that our fans, even though they're there, there's not like being at home, so we're just there with each other. So I think playing that away is a more like bringing us together.
Marquez, you mentioned on third down what your game plan was, but you guys threw short and gave you opportunities to run after a catch a lot against South Carolina. Is that something that you've been looking forward to showing what you could do after the catch?
Well, that's what all receivers want to do, get the ball in their hands quick and make a guy miss and get upfield, but that's kind of what the coaches had in mind.
What happened on that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Drew, in the third quarter?
Well, there's 2 sides to it, my side and their side, but obviously it went their way. So I thought what I did was I thought I was playing through the whistle, and apparently I wasn't, so it was a call on me.
How critical were all those penalties? A handful of false starts kind of seemed to hinder the offense a bit.
A lot of calls that were called on us, we take full responsibility. Some calls we could have avoided and not done, but it happened, and we just got to take and learn from it.
Marquez, what's that like in the film room? When do you get singled out and say, all right, this is, you did this, and then it's an example in front of everybody? How tough is that for a player who commits some penalties and gets called out in the film room?
Coach Pruitt is going to call you out, and we're going to have to man up and take it, and the only way to do it is with our brothers, letting them see us and see our mistakes.
In a game that had such a small margin for error and you had such a big impact, was the one that you didn't catch, was that something you kind of left thinking about, post-game, just that one drive on I think, late in the fourth quarter?
Well, we try to catch everything thrown at us, and I was thinking getting the ball quicker, getting upfield to make something happen, but I have to catch the ball first, so that's a big drop on me. That could have had us in 4th and 2, but instead we was at 4th and 6. So, of course, that's a critical drop on my part.
Y'all had 5 drives of at least 9 plays. What was the key to that? Do you feel like y'all had gotten into a rhythm on offense?
Sustaining drives and having third down success. That was our main point. If we stay on third down, if we keep drives alive on third down, it'll tire out the defense and it'll have us more juice on offense to keep it going.
Marquez, you talked about playing on the road this season, at the same time playing at home for the next 3 games. Is that something you're looking forward to doing, especially with everything that's on the line?
We always look forward to playing at home, not with just our fans, but our families come. For me, it's a shorter drive for my family to get here, so it's always fun playing at home. in front of our home crowd.
How versatile is this offense? Because we saw a couple weeks ago you guys were beating Auburn with downfield passes, went more into the short stuff. Saturday. Just how many different things do you feel like this offense can do?
Well, I feel like we can do a lot of things, and just depending on our game plan and who we play, we'll mix it up. Sometimes we'll take that deep route if throwing the ball. Sometimes we'll take the short route. It just depends.
What do you think of Carlin Fields and me? He scores a touchdown, and he only got moved back to offense a week before the game.
Carlin, they use Carlin for everything on special teams, especially special teams. Coach a real big special teams guy. But, he did a good job, going in there when we needed him. And it was his birthday, so I know he was happy about that.
He got a pretty good burst, doesn't he?
I know he does. He played running back in high school.
Marquez, you guys are without Trey Smith indefinitely. How'd that news hit you, and how much is he kind of on your mind?
Well, Trey Smith is dear to all of us, and we had that leadership class together, so I was with him a lot. And I know that hurts his heart, but I know he's always going to be there for us, and he wants the best for us. So all we can do is play for him.
Has he talked to you guys as a team or as individuals or anything since then?
Not yet.
All right, anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.